Ignite! Eat this! Take this!
Where are you going?
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are.
Hey! Blow them away!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Judging by this... Hey. Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that? Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
You should get some shut-eye. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
This one's tough! Dragon Swarm! First strike!
Here's evil!
Dragon can't get out of this! Dragon Swarm! Not today!
Freak!
Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Denied! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! Dragon Swarm!
Here's evil!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Heads in the wind!
Eat this!
Air thrust!
You're mine!
Photon set!
Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern!
I'm on now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my arc! If he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Prepare to be seen! In a bind?
Back into the fray!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and pummel it to me! In a bind?
Reload!
Steel!
Lightning annihilation!
In a bind?
Thunder blade!
Talon Hurricane! River Dragon! It's time!
Thunder field!
No further!
Dance to the wind!
Take this!
Air thrust!
Dragon Swarm! Now we're never...
Eat this!
Talon Hurricane!
Lightning
Dragon Swarm!
cascade!
No further!
Fresh! Dance to the wind!
You're a throb for
Eagle Fly!
Dragon Swarm!
In
a bind?
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein. Lightning Orb!
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Dragon Swarm!
Air thrust! Lightning
Blue escape!
Take this!
No further!
It looks like you win!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine this sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
This won't be easy.
You're mine!
Don't be such a pessimist.
First strike! I'll take you all on! Dragon Swarm!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Dragon Swarm!
Prepare to be sealed, though fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talk in more doing.
Bullseye, Sion!
Get out of my sight line or you'll get hit.
Oops, right, sorry, thanks.
Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off!
Mega Hurricane.
Dragon Swarm!
Here goes. scheme.
I'm on it! I'll run you
Now,
through! Shion!
get toasty!
Burn strike!
Water, here's my call!
Now or never! Dragon Form! I'm on it! I'll run you through! Away! Do it! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! I still got a ways to go! Oh man! I hope I live long enough to regret this! Now you see what I can do!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Not today! I'm on it! We got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! Dragon Form! Can't get out of this!
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle!
First strike! Dragon Form!
Hands in the wind! Searing flame!
Denied!
Reload! Light astral energy! Raging
I'll tear you up here!
Piercing! You got
Here I come! I'm on it! Alex Storm!
Not on my watch!
Dragon Form!
Do it!
Shion!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already on! Here I come! Dragon Form!
Where are you going?
Dragon Form! Dragon Form! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of...
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! I'm surrounded! Dragon Form! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Form! Now you see what I can do!
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
First strike! Here I come! Already on! Dragon Form! You're finished! In a bind! Dragon Form!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here! Dragon Form!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind! What's primed and ready? Feel!
Dragon Form!
Hit! Lightning! Never fix!
Do it!
Wind astral energy! I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this. Come and get it! Dragon Form! You picked the wrong fight!
Hear my call!
Dragon Form!
Don't mind if I do. Hear me! Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
I'm like already on! Far enough! Dragon Form!
Dance in the wind! There! One more! Thank you.
Do it!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Dragon Form! First strike!
Raging
Armor won't
storm!
save you! First strike!
Is it in the sky? Now!
Oh, there you look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
A victory for the ages.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this. I'm on it!
How's this?
This one's all mine! Ignite! Dragon Form! In a bind?
Will this help? Thunder Blade! Now there's something special! Healing circle!
I owe you one.
Here I go! It's awesome! Surrounding us!
Dragon Form!
Lightning!
Try harder! Time to let it rip! Dragon Form! Coming through! Ha! No! Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the wind!
I'm on it!
Here's a here!
Nothing gets by me! Eat that! Burn! We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong. What about me?
Do it! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Here, let me help.
First aid!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Wow! Look what I just found.
That equipment should come in handy.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? And trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Anything in armor! This one's tough!
Confiscated!
Dragon Form!
Hey, that!
They got me flanked!
Hey, that!
I'll tear you apart!
Sleep now.
You're mine! Dragon Form!
Sion, astral energy, full throttle!
Eat this! My turn!
Where are you going? Sleep now.
Watch this! Dragon Form! Burn it out! Dragon Form!
Do it! Astral energy, full throttle! Searing
Dragon Form! Talon Hurricane! Do it! Demon's Descent! Flashing Bang!
So, did you like my boost art?
Yeah, it was off the charts.
I sure have built up a sweat with this.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
I have a bad feeling about this.
First strike! Dragon Form! Talon Hurricane! Far enough!
Graviton field!
Dragon Form!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Check out these biceps. Pretty glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies have yet to let me down. It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Hey, when did I get so popular?
Tempest Swirl! Flawless flight! This one's mine!
Dragon Form! Eat this! I'll smash you!
Our next hero! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Dragon Form!
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
I'll trip it up.
Don't mind if I do!
Dragon Form! You're done! No further!
Thunder Field! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Dragon Form!
Steel Force!
First strike!
Lightning Descent!
Do it!
Sion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
long enough to regret this. First strike! Ready for!
Not today!
Dragon Dash!
Where are you going?
Lightning condemned! Mirage! Far enough! That's enough!
Healing circle!
Okay, here I go. Did you just heal me?
Yes, I made you, remember?
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
There! Go!
Dragon Dash!
Lightning condemned! We're in the home stretch, guys!
You picked the wrong fight. Eyes on the
Do
prize.
it! Let's focus! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Do you require a hand? I still got a ways to go. Guess I misread the landing.
Let's dispose of the trash.
There's too many of them! I'm on! I can carve through armor! First strike!
No further.
There you are! Dragon Swarm! Healing Storm! Burning Strike!
Water, hear my calls!
Dragon Swarm!
Spread! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Ready to go! Far enough! We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause law's on. Eat this!
Radiant love here! Now! Astral energy! Full throttle! There!
Dragon Swarm! We're on a roll now!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
With this, I can become even stronger.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch.
guys checked your equipment lately?
I think I'll read my book a little more.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
That's your 12th serving.
Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just...
We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear I'll never understand you Renans.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Not this way, I guess.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Rising
Here
Weapon!
goes!
Mirage!
Confiscating!
Dragon Form!
Got it! Hear my call!
First flying break! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said
You
than
picked the wrong
done!
side!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Dragon Form!
Raging lightning! Burning strike! Dance in the wind! Please, Ralph. Here I go!
Rising Weapon!
You know, Laura, watching you really makes me realize.
Makes you realize what?
Maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Exactly!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind! Feel! Whirlwind snap!
This could be useful.
Guess I misread the landing. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. Think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahagsar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Dragon Swarm! Take this! Here. Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Dragon Swarm!
I'll smash you! I'll finish you here and now!
Here's a healing art.
Try harder!
Break your
Dragon
hand.
Swarm!
Eagle Fly! Leave the chargers to me!
Lightning orb.
Dragon Swarm!
Eat this!
In here. I'll
With the
be
chair!
Here!
Tempted.
Dragon Swarm!
Sorry.
Damn it! If only I'd been more careful.
Take this!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dragon Swarm!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you?
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.